YouTube's happening. It is Thursday, May 22nd, and we're going to talk about MLB first today. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 games on the slate that we're going to talk about. We're going to look at the stats. We're going to look at the spreadsheet. We're going to, and also take a look at how we did yesterday and see if we can find some value for today. Now, yesterday, let's just throw it out there, was not the best day because one, I mean, it was start off rough. I was late, missed half the games. Then we took these plays here. San Fran got absolutely owned. Webb was not good. Boston lost. Atlanta didn't even play. But then Bellinger got a hit. He kept his hit streak going. We knew that would happen. Gossman looked like damn Cy Young out there. So, hey, props to him. Under 11 and a half, they had 12 runs. Good. Thanks, Colorado. Good job, guys. Angels plus 1.5 was good. Arizona plus 1.5 was good until the home run by the Dodgers. So, hey, you're going to have rough days. We have them too around here. So, if you want the plays typed out or access to the ye old spreadsheet so you can do your research from any sport, baseball, basketball, hockey, WNBA, MLS, it's all there for you. All you gotta do is go check out the HQ. Simple as that. So enough talking about the past. We have 9 games today. Let's focus on the future and focus on these profits, shall we? Go into the first game right now. All right, as we've been doing all week, let's focus on some weather first. I'll start off with the Yankees game. You can see wind 16 miles an hour blowing in, rain. We'll see if that game happens. Hey, I didn't think they would have rain games in Minnesota yesterday. They played regardless. They didn't care. So it happened. Toronto was in a dome. Colorado in at 6. You can see not much there. A's out at 6 with the wind. Nothing on the weather. Pittsburgh, yeah, out at 11. If they don't, it's going to be a nice windy day, though. So we'll see what happens there. Detroit's out at 12. And then Washington, right field at 8. And Boston, 100%. 100% galore, and then 18 miles an hour in. I don't think they're going to have this game. If it's this, literally, they're not having it, but we'll see what happens. Then Houston is in a dome. So there's our weather. So now we can go ahead and jump on over to the first game, which is going to be New York and Texas. So this one, we got New York is a 156 favorite on the money line. 7 is our total. That is a low total. Let's look at that spreadsheet for us real quick. Put us on the Yankees game versus Texas. There we go. And then we can see Yankees bats have been doing great. They have a 3-game winning streak. They're 7-3 last 10. Texas 6-4, but then lost last 3 in a row. You can see their bats have not done well in the last 10 games. They can't hit. They can't get doubles. They're not doing well at all. New York's doing great. So New York has home field advantage. They have the batting advantage, clearly. Let's look at who is going to be tossing the tater today. Today, in the pitching side is going to be, who is it? Hit a refresh, make sure we get the right game up here. Yes. What time is this game? This game is 12:35 today? Is it really that early? It is. I didn't even look at the skip times. I thought they were all night games. All right, this game's at noon 30, as they say. So cool. So we got Carlos Rodon versus Evaldi. Okay, I see why it's 7. We got a couple good pitchers out there. So, and why do I only have 2 props? That's weird. But I don't. All we have are strikeouts. Of all these strikeouts, 5.5 against New York. New York is now of all the good things New York is doing, strikeouts is where you can get them. We've hit a few strikeout props against the Yankees this year, so it's been pretty good. Let's look at this. Evaldi over 5.5 strikeouts could be a play. Rodon, Texas is 20th in strikeouts at 8.5. We could look at that as well. Literally, just I was going to say I knew I had more than that. I don't know why it's only showing that. So 5.5 strikeouts is minus 130. You can see he's averaging 6.5 last 10, 6.8 last 5. Ooh, this could be a play. Let's see, this was Houston, Detroit, Boston, A's, and San Fran. Not a bad lineup to get strikeouts again. This might be a play. This might be worth it. Let's go over and look at Cardinals for the quick. 7.2, couple of the last games. San Diego and the Mets, not the best. You have not faced, is it Texas? You have not faced Texas anytime soon. Last 5, you're averaging 7. You would need to have 7. You need to hit your average to win this one. I don't like that as much. I like Evaldi better. So let's take you off. Let's look at this. Let's go to histories. Rodon versus Texas. Look at all these zeros on the strikeouts. That's another thing. Strikeout percentage. A lot of these dudes are not striking out against them. So even though there are not many at bats, over 5, over 3, over 2. There's a home run for Jung. There's Simeon has a home run, but he's only batting a .133 and 15. That ain't good. That's your history. Texas versus lefties this season. There you go. Yankees versus righties this season. There you go. And Yankees versus Evaldi history. And ooh, DeMahieu has a lot of at-bats, really good average with only 1 home run. So not as scary. 885 is not the best. Goldie has 3 at-bats, 2 for 3. Nothing's standing out here. Judge is 375 and 32 at-bats with 2 home runs and Just literally what he does to against everybody. So, all right. I lean New York. I'm gonna say that right now. I lean New York to win. I lean the New York offense. Oh man, I can almost take two plays in this game. I'm not gonna trust the. I'm not trusting the Yankees bullpen. I'm just not doing it. I don't know if I trust Rodon either. Let's go back and look at him a little closer. Earned runs. How have you been doing, good sir? Last five, you're averaging 1.4 on the earned runs. Valdi, what's your earned runs looking like, buddy? Yeah, dude has been lights out. Yeah, we're not trusting the money lines at all. If anything, I'm going to trust dude who's been absolutely just pitching just dimes out here. Look at that. 2 earned runs in 5 starts against San Fran, A's, Boston, Detroit, and Houston. That is sick. Yeah, we're going to Valdi. We're going to strikeouts. We're going over 5.5 next. All right, game two, we're going to move on over to San Diego and Toronto. And this series has just, I don't know what the hell's happened in this series. You would think the offense would do good for San Diego's just been awful the last 2 games. To the point, wait till you see the sheet here in a second. Currently is San Diego 118 with a 9 total. But the sheet, remember they were green yesterday? Yeah, they've been so bad the last 2 days that they have fallen into the yellows. They have been terrible, and Toronto has been crushing. So 5-game losing streak, 2 for Toronto. We got to lead Toronto at home. Toronto with the bats, they're just playing better overall because San Diego is struggling. If you look at last 3 games, I bet they're last in the league, guaranteed. So let's look at who is going to be pitching today for them. Today, we pop over here to the game. We put up Padres and Blue Jays. It's Bowden Francis versus Stephen Kolek. Well, we got to see what Stephen Kolek's all about. And Francis earned runs 2.5 over. Well, if you can't score on that dude, you're going to have real problems. And I don't know if they can. I don't know. They might just make Bowden Francis look like Cy Young today, too, because they made Gossman look like it. So Stephen Kolek's pitched in 3 games this season. Let's see, he's pitched 5 innings, 9 innings, and 5 innings, and he had a 9-inning shutout against Colorado in that 21-0 3-touchdown victory. And then he gave up 5 earned runs to Seattle. So he has been all over the place himself. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I don't like this game. Let me tell you right now. Keep it a buck. Francis versus San Diego. History, nothing there really. Righties for San Diego. Toronto versus righties. You can see how they've done. And then Toronto's versus Kolek. Not so much there. So let's look at the bats. We have not looked at bats yet. Make sure I have the bats up. So, boop. How we doing on bats? Not much. We got Vladdy, Varsho, Vladdy. That's it. So those are your 2 choices. You got no San Diego people anywhere close to this top 70%. So you got Diaz down here at 60. But yeah, personally, I lean Toronto. I don't trust any of the pitchers. I don't trust the over-under because I don't know if San Diego can help with that. So for me personally, the smart thing I'm going to do is pass in this game and just move on to another one. All right, moving on to game 3, which is going to be Philadelphia and Colorado. And we can see currently Philadelphia is 300. There's that 300 range. 11 is our total. Again, they're trying to get us. Oh, man, let's look at this. Look at the sheet. Look at it. Philly's offense, pretty good. Colorado's offense has been doing really, I guess, better. For Colorado standards, they're doing good. How about that? So 6-game winning streak, 8-2 last time in Philadelphia. Let's look at who is pitching today. And this one is going to be, swap it over, but boop. And we got Suarez versus, Marquez is pitching today. It's like a gift. It's like Christmas morning again. Yes, hello, good sir. I would like 4 earned runs, please. You are pretty good. You can give me that, I'm sure. I'm sure you can, because 6, 7, 5, 1 against the Padres, who we know can't hit anything right now, and then 5 against Arizona. Now you're going against the Phillies, who, if you weren't paying attention, 2nd in batting average, on base, 5th in slugging, 3rd OPS, 2nd hits, RBIs, runs total at 7. Yeah, I think we found a winner. I think we like this. 3.5 is at -160. Oh shit, that's crazy. All right, that is juicy for some 3.5. Let me tell you right now. Okay, what's his hits? Hits allowed. He doesn't give up that many hits. 6.5. Yeah, no. We want Senzatelia for hits. We want Marquez for the runs. That's how we do things. Let's look at the matchups. You versus Philly. Holy shit. All right, let's go through this. Romuto 316 with an 822 OPS and 19 at bats. Schwarber's a 429 with 2, 3, and 1.4. Bowman's 545 at a 1.3. Harper's 313. You bum. You ain't above 400. Sosa, well, you don't play. Scott doesn't play. Turner, well, now I can see. Turner is only 200. Ooh, Turner, you struggle. Castellanos is 400 with a home run at a 1.3. Kepler's 400. You can see how the story's going to write itself today. Oh, man. We follow numbers. This is what we do here. We follow where we're headed. That's play. We're going with that. This is Philly versus Rowdies. Here's Colorado versus lefties, and then Colorado versus Ranger. McMahon's 400 with a home run, not bad for a man. Pretty good stuff. Goodman, you can see that. Oh man, what do we do here? I am tempted to. Do I want to fade him, or do I just want to take some bat props? I'd take like a couple of those because 160 is a little high for that, I think. Let me come down here, look at some bats, see what we got cooking over here. Not much. And it's just Bryce Harper to get a hit. Bryce Harper's the one we call a bum. Castellanos gonna run. Nah, we're gonna leave all that alone. Let's look. Earned runs has got to be the play, right? Yeah, we got to take this. 2025. How is he averaging? 4.3 on the whole damn season. He has a 0 in there, a 1 in there. Last 5, he's averaging a whopping 4.8 earned runs. Good job, buddy. Good job. That's what we want to see. So that's a play for sure. Why would I take anything else? Yeah, I obviously lean Philadelphia to win. But can we do anything with Philadelphia, period? Because I could rather just take, like a first 5 or something. Something for it. But then man, so many things. Wait a minute. Philadelphia 1.5 is -190. Oh my god. Oh, buddy. Yeah, we're just gonna take this. We're gonna fade this man right here. I'm sorry, we got to. We got to take it. We're gonna go over 3.5 earned runs next. Moving on, Angels and A's again, and we can see currently it is 125. A's 10.5 is our 10.5. That's our total. Look at the numbers. Angels are doing pretty good with the bats. They got a 6-game winning streak cooking out there. Athletics have an 8-game losing streak. I told you baseball is the streakiest sport there is. And how many streaks have you already seen in this video? And we're on game 4 on these winning streaks and losing streaks. So yeah, we ride the team that's doing great. So 6-game winning streak. They're hitting great. A's are doing not good at all. Let's look over here at the actual who's pitching today. Angels A's. Who's going out there? It's going to be Anderson versus Severino. Nothing's really standing out on the props except for maybe walks, but he's been pretty good the last couple of games, you can tell. So Anderson under earned runs could be a play. 3.5 earned runs for Anderson. What do you expect the A's to tee off on this man? What are we talking here? Just because he gave up 4 runs to the Dodgers, sure, but the A's aren't the Dodgers. The A's are barely hitting the ball right now. They're 22nd in runs, 24th in average, 22nd in hits. No. Last 5, he's at 2.4. Under, what's my under on this one? This is already a play. I don't care what this is. This is ridiculous. Yeah, 3-2-2-1. What's your history versus the A's? That's what I need to see. So this is Severino versus the Angels. 429 for Anderson, 3-3, 3-3-3. You can see what all that is. Against righties, cool. A's versus lefties, cool. A's versus Anderson, 2 for 10, 1 for 4, 0 for 5, 0 for 2, 0 for 5, 0 for 3. Yeah, he's done pretty well, except for Rooker. He's got 250, which isn't that great, but he does have a home run. No, this is the play I'm taking. I'm taking Anderson under 3.5 earned runs. That's ridiculous. The 2.5, I'd probably still take the under, but 3.5, nah. I don't see him giving up 4 earned runs. If he does, hey, whatever. Somebody do something. I'm taking the under earned runs on Anderson next. All right, next up we got Cleveland and Detroit. Cleveland's playing somebody besides Minnesota, finally. Man. All right, new series, Cleveland, Detroit, fun one. We got Detroit 135 at a 7.5 total. Look at the sheet, see what we got cooking over here. Cleveland has not been good. Not been good. Minnesota did things to them. But yeah, they're 3-7 last 10, which isn't good. 1-game winning streak. Ooh, good job. Detroit's clearly got the advantage at home. They have the advantage with the bats, and they have the advantage. They're doing better. So add all those up. Let's go over to the props to see what we got. Go away, Mr. Anderson. We want Tigers and Guardians, and we have Flaherty over earned runs. Has been hitting a lot because he's just not been good. His hits allowed, but Cleveland is not good either. Earned runs, hits, not there. So even though this is 100% and it's looking tasty, not against Cleveland. Unless you just feel Cleveland's just going to jump all over to take advantage. Because whoa, that's bad. That's bad. That's 2-7. It looks bad. Only 2-7. You go last 5 though. 3-4 earned runs. It's still Leo Marquez from Colorado level, but it's up there. It's getting there. Let's look at the histories. Flaherty versus Cleveland. He's been pretty good against Cleveland, actually. 0-7-7, 0-0, 143. Yeah, he's been good. 286, but a home run. Yeah, he has shut Cleveland down. Yeah. Against Rockies, that's what Cleveland's done. Detroit versus Rockies, there you go. And Detroit versus Tanner Beebe. And they have done quite well against this man. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is Detroit all day. This is going to be, yeah, I don't care about Flaherty's recent struggles. This is Detroit 100%. And I believe Detroit has the best bullpen. So Detroit 135 money line, easy peasy. Let's look over here. Mr. Beebe himself. Yeah, his numbers have looked good too. But No. You need run support to win games. If you can't get run support, I know he looks better pitching, but yeah, history tells stories too. So people are going to see this and probably take his over, think he's going to be bad. There's a reason it's set at 1.5 and not 2.5. Think about it. So yeah, we're taking Detroit money line next. Moving on, Milwaukee in pity. And currently we got Milwaukee 120 with a 9 total. Let's look over here and we can see, oh my God, Becky, look at that, just ass. That's all this is ass. This is trash. Oh no, oh no. Nerfy, under. What are we talking here? What's the 9? Why is it 9? What's the weather? What am I missing? Well, hell, look at the weather. Remember the weather. It's still not good. Not good stuff. So let's look over at the ye old props and see who's pitching today. It ain't you. Let's see. Boop, boop. Is it? How do I have no pitchers? Refresh. Let me just refresh. Maybe he's having a bad day. No, why do I have no pitchers? What are we doing here? We go to the schedule then. Well, we don't know who's pitching for Milwaukee, and we have somebody named Mike Burrows. Some fan won a contest, I guess. I don't know, something. I kid. Let's look at Mike Burrows. Mike Burrows, he's 1-0 in 2024 stats. Remember that, 24, not 25. So he is making his season debut. Yeah, he pitched in one game. Yeah, that's it. One game. He had 3 innings, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2.7 ERA. Not bad. But in 3 innings, I don't know. That ain't good. And the fact that we don't know who is pitching for Milwaukee, that makes it even worse. So, and we have 2 miserable offenses. I have to pass. What am I gonna do with this? I'm not betting on when I don't know who's pitching. So this is the pass, sadly. Next. All right, we got Baltimore and Boston up next. Currently, it is 126 Boston with an 8.5 total. Look at the sheet. Boston lost their last game. Baltimore finally broke their streak. They were like 8 games, I think, 7-8 losing streak. Look, everybody's the same. They are copying each other almost. That is funny. Wow, even though the strikeouts being bad, they're the same team, just different colors. Let's look at the pitcher props. Who's going out there? Povich versus Lucas Giolito. Giolito, we got to open you up because we have nothing here. And then we see Povich is not striking anybody out, and he's not really doing much anything. So let's just look at this stuff. Giolito 2025 is pitched 4 games and earned runs. He went 3.616. That is a 4 average in 4 games. That ain't good. You're going against Baltimore, who finally broke their streak, which is what you want to see. And they're average. They're average with the bats right now, especially top 10 on hits. Damn it, that might not be good for Boston. Well, now remember, if they even have this damn game, because if you weren't paying attention at the start, remember, that's the rain today. It's 100%. 100%. How are they going to play this? Is it going to be like occasional? No, it's 100%. Literally storms. So I'm not pushing any plays unless it absolutely looks amazing. You over against Baltimore's runs, potentially it's 2.5 though. That's a lot. Which are hits? Hits allowed, same story. 5, 10, 2, 8. And you're sitting at what, a 4.5 against Baltimore, who has 8th in hits in the last 10 games. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Let's look at the histories. Giolito versus Baltimore history. O'Hearn has got 25 bats, only on 160. Ooh. Average. Mullins is 615 and 13 at bats. Damn, dude, that's pretty good. Let's go to righties against Baltimore this season. Lefties versus Boston, and then Povich versus Boston as well. Not much there except for maybe down here. So not much is standing out. I think I want to take the over for this. I don't love the fact it's raining. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I think Baltimore's they got rid of the streak is over. Now they can start coming back up. The bats are starting to catch up already. Yeah, let's take Giolito over. I don't know if this play's not going to happen. Let's be honest. I don't see it happen, but hey, I'll do it just in case. Giolito over 4.5 hits allowed. I'm down for that. Let's go for that. I'm not going to take anything in Povich. I'm not going to take anything else. Next. All right, next we got Atlanta and Washington. Currently, we have Atlanta 154 with that 8.5 total. Let's look over the spreadsheet. We see Atlanta's offense is in the top 10 average. Washington, average, mid, yellow. That's what you see. So let's look at who is actually pitching today in this one. Swap it over to National Braves. There we go. Found you. Trevor Williams. Now, what play did we take yesterday? We tried to take Trevor Williams over 2.5 earned runs. We tried this. I'm going to try it again. We're going to go for it. We're not going to dig too deep. So earned runs 2.5. That was looking pretty good. Strikeouts, I'm not taking because Atlanta is 7th in strikeouts. But earned runs was looking pretty decent, if I do remember. Yeah, he's been pretty rough. Last 10, he's averaging 3-4. So I can see him getting 3 against Atlanta. And matchup wise against Atlanta, they've had success against them. So I covered this game yesterday. We're not going to dig into it again. I'm taking Williams over 2.5 earned runs next. Our last game is going to be Seattle and Houston. Currently, we got Seattle 132 with an 8.5 total. Look over at those sheets. Again, a lot of red happening out here. Seattle, what are you doing? How are you batting under 200 as a team? You're like a good team. 6-4, but that's baseball. That's how it works. You will get ebbs and flows, streaks. Even the bad teams can be good, and the good teams can be bad. That's why baseball is such a hard sport to bet, really. So, both teams struggling hard when it comes to batting. Let's see who's pitching today. Goodbye, Lucas. Let's change this to Mariners Astros, and we can see it's George Kirby versus Lance McCull. Okay, we got to open you up to see what's popping. You're looking pretty decent. Earn runs. I want to see your earn runs over 1.5. This might be an underplay. 8.5. Yeah, I can see this going under. Let's see. Earn runs 2025 0-7-0. All right, Lance. Lance is literally Jekyll and Hyde. Like, what are we doing? That was against Cincinnati. That was against Texas, and that was against Chicago, the White Sox. 3 innings, 0.1. Dude, what the hell? What in the hell? All right, McCullers history versus Seattle. There you go. Not much data. Well, there's some data. Crawford's only 222. You can see that. Against righties, this is Seattle versus righties. This is Houston versus righties. And this is Kirby versus Houston. And we can see not much success. No home runs given out there. Let me look at Kirby's earned runs. He was rough for a bit, but the last 5, he's calmed down. So he's only averaging 2. So we have somebody averaging 2.33 because he has a 0.7 and a 0 on the earned runs. And then we have somebody averaging just a 2 under in this one, basically relying on the bats to be bad like they've been doing. Yeah, I'll say under 8.5. We'll trust it. I'm going to trust McCullers. I know he got roughed up, but hell, 2 outings with 0 earned runs. Not bad. Not bad. Under 8.5 to end it right there on the sheet. And that gives me 7 plays on a 9-card day. I'll take it. I'll take it. Could be worse. So let's go back to the schedule. It's up here. Go boop. And we can see that was today's slate. Tomorrow is Friday. We have our usual games tomorrow. I believe it's just 15 games. I'll be here tomorrow. We will drop a new video. I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Go check out the HQ if you want the plays typed out in a nice sheet, or if you want access to the spreadsheet so you can see all the games. Other than that, let me know in the comments what you're playing, and I will see you tomorrow on Friday for some more MLB.